Hello, hello. Just setting up the stream. I noticed on one of my videos recently actually about having the sunlight pouring through, which is what I use to get this good light, was actually causing the video to lag a whole lot. So I don't know if it's actually gonna work too good, but we'll see. Anyways, been feeling rather glum, feeling rather not down in the dumps so much as just like not entirely in good health. Yeah. Anyways, we're all good to do this. Last time we did some of these dudes. These we just did the first basic tan layer on these two Soviet soldiers, and I realized is that one of these other dudes that I did not touch is supposed to have the same color for his hat. So we're probably going to start on that and then continue to use the light tan that I make for the hat to do another layer on the guys that I did last time. Oh, that rubbery ass coating, that film that gets. I really don't like that. Wow, that could have been much more disastrous than it was. Just closing up the window a bit because it's letting a hell of a draft in. Anyways, I'm generally trying to change my setup a bit so that you see the models a bit better and maybe me a bit less, which hopefully is fine for you guys because I don't know. If it was me, I'd rather see the models I was working on than just the guy theoretically working on the models and just talking and talking and talking. Oh my god, the light's doing it too. It's kind of amazing the light was able to do it because there's so little pigment in it. See how that works. Oh, here we go. Just use our palette. Stirring up the paint right now, and let's get to applying it. mentioned the lack of pigment in this thing, and this is all kind of recap for last time, I guess, if you're watching all these, but the lack of pigment means that on the first go, you don't have to thin this paint out too much. It's already pretty thin. That's good because on this hat, as I've mentioned previously, got these little star details, pretty crucial to the, it's a Soviet squad. And I don't want to cover them with the lower layer of paint. I want them to protrude enough that they will pick up when I am doing highlighting. Add some water. Make sure that stays proper thin over there. And we're just trying to get under the brim of the hat now, which, not easy, quite challenging, but again, we can afford to make mistakes because we're very early in this, and we'll correct mistakes as we go. All right, hopefully that's good. So now I'm applying this same mix to models I did previously because this will work as an example. So you can see that I've applied a thin paint to his hat, but some of the, I don't know if you can see, but some of the green base coat is showing through a bit. And the way we fix that is by slowly doing more layers of the same colors. And that's probably what we're doing today. I don't know if we'll do more. We'll see. Oh, man. Yeah, I've just not been real out of sorts lately. Trying to keep it together. Beat some games. It's just I finished up. I don't know. I finished up Heat Signature. Game I adore. Ending. The ending's a bit depressing. Truth be told. No spoilers, but I mean, there is. I do get a vibe. Like there's a certain. There's a certain thread I feel runs through Tom Francis's games, and so it's not completely out of left field to have a kind of twist gut punch ending, I guess. So the other one I'm thinking of is Gunpoint, which you can. That one you can affect the storyline to some extent. I'm pretty sure. So maybe maybe you can get a more or a less sort of conflicted ending, but Heat Signature definitely just has the one, and yeah, it's a bit of a downer. I think what it is, it's a bit of a downer relative to the overall world of the game, which I guess it's a sort of Shadow of the Colossus thing where you destroy that world through your actions of playing the game. That's how the ending happens the way it does. But again, I'm not really spoiling anything. I'm not saying specifically what goes on, but yeah, it's you don't make the world a better place, I guess, or maybe you do. I don't fucking know. Not my world. Still want to see that movie Mandy. That's a movie I want to see. I'm hyped for that. John Wick 3 looks good. So that trailer looks good. You know, it's all good. Pretty low key today. Probably generating some dead air, but can't really be bothered about it, you know? Whatever. That I don't know. I don't know. I'm lost in thought there. Probably how I usually do my models, really. Truth is, what is there that I really care about? Dreams. Can't get out of my dreams. In a way, I can get out of my life with sleep, but I can't get out of my dreams. I think I could by waking up. Just come back. It's weird. Sorry, I have more to say today. Just not feeling it. Sometimes silence is good. Sometimes it's good. Stop talking. That's part of what's so great about this hobby is it's meditative. Truth be told, this isn't very fascinating stuff anyway. It's like I'm just redoing what I did last time. But I had the light, so I figured let's do a show, you know? That's how it starts. You gotta start by you know, doing something. However minor. Just gotta get up and do it. Just looking at these models a lot, thinking, really not feeling it. But gotta do something, you know? Otherwise I'll be stuck in bed all day again. Stuck with my dreams. I kind of like that, to be honest. It's draining. I guess I like it, but the people around me would prefer I engage with life more. What a racket. What a fucking racket that is. Eh? Engage with life, and then you die. Also, like, everybody who's having a better time than you is always more, oh yeah, it's so great. You should keep going for my sake, because I'm having a great time. I know you're having a shit time, but you know, hang on for my sake. What the fuck is that? Pretty cold around Ottawa, but I think the worst of it's through. It's my understanding. Too late. Don't believe in the lies of society. Stuff in my real life is real, you know. It's all a bunch of bullshit. Who's watching? Who's watching now? It's a bunch of nonsense. Life is full of frustrating illusions. Try and trick me. Try and trick me into getting invested. But I will not. Maybe I will. Only a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Someone sent me a message. So, yo, can you see my messages on your stream? No, I wonder why not. I'm gonna fix this. Live chat. All messages are real. Oh. Hi. Oh shit. This is Jess. I'm on my dumb account. I'm glad you're streaming. Dreams are cool. Why don't you write a dream book? Hello. Can you see me? I fixed it. I think. Do you get that? Do. Hope that's a yes. Could write a dream book. That's an idea. Yeah, I've actually, I think in the past I've had trouble writing a dream journal, but these ones I still remember stuff that happened in my one like a couple days ago. So there's an idea. That's a good idea. Good idea, Jess. Hopes to have someone chatting in here. It's a good thing messaged me. I didn't know what was going on. Doop. Oh, man. Yeah, we're keeping it low key today. Some low key Soviet special forces. Vladimir Putin playing chess with your mind. Putin. I apparently have so many ideas for other people to create because I'm lazy and have my own shit to do. Well, I mean, I'm always talking about ideas of shit I should do, and then I'm not doing it. So. Did you? I mean, is that a conclusion you came to yourself, or did someone say that to you? Seems rude. Some rude dude with a rude attitude. Show your tits, nice. No, it came to this myself. New phone, who dis? Hey, Brad. How you doing, Brad? I haven't seen you on this here live show before. Caller. We have a caller requesting that I show my tits. Not that special. They're not that special. Waiting on tits. It's funny, Brad. This will be a compliment for you, I guess. I think I was sitting. I was sitting in a chair and I was like, "What am I doing with my life?" And I think my sister said, "Like, who knows? Who knows?" And whoever knows what they're doing with their life, something like that. And I was like, probably Brad. Brad seems to know what's going on. Anyways, good. Miss you, man. First time caller, long time listener. I didn't know you were a long time listener. You've been watching my model streams? I doubt it. You're a busy dude. You're a busy dude what has life going on. The thing that's tricky about this phase of the action is now I am trying to. It's just like it's so much easier to see where you haven't applied a layer of paint than it is to see where you have, but not enough layers. I'm just like, I'm trying to get it all done now because sure enough, like when I have them sitting here, I'm going to see in the light and I'm going to see where that base coat shines through and I'm going to be like, fuck, needs another coat. But then I got to go through the whole kerfuffle of like getting all this shit together and doing it again. Ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Thing that people say. Uh, yeah. So as Jess says, Jess also, and you know what's funny? So Jess and Richard both messaged me like, "Hey, I just got an old Warham pack," and both of them got Tau. Both of them got the same army. That's the fun story. Is that y'all feeling the wave? But yeah, I have been chatting with Richard about painting and whatnot. Richard's got a cool little squad. I'm pretty sure Richard only bought like a little squad, and Jess got like a whole army, as you do. The Start Collecting box set. Wait, who you texting? Please know what the fuck. That's amazing. Too bad Rick hates me because I was 16. I did some stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Rick would still hate you for that because he seems pretty mature these days, and so do you. But I don't know. People are weird like that. I know there was something where like my one sister's boyfriend didn't like my other sister because the sister said that the other sister's boyfriend something about all the girls he hung out with were sluts, and like might actually be true. Fuck I know. Fuck if I know. It's just like, you know, a weird throwaway statement like that to hold on to it. I don't know. I think it's more telling when the person, I think the holding on to it is more telling than the statement, but hell if I know. Hell if I know. I don't know how humans work. It's like my least favorite subject. Oh shit, yeah. It's like this guy's hat has been properly layered. Why? Oh no. Sluts. Yeah, what up with that, eh? Man, I checked into because I have an account on the like weird. It's not that weird, but it's like a fetish Facebook. It's like FetLife. Some of my Oasis friends told me to get one, and like it hasn't benefited me at all. They say like, oh, it's just for like people who are open minded and stuff, and like, no, I'm pretty sure all the people there are pretty hardcore into fetish stuff, which I'm not. But anyways, I checked into my account because I see events through there sometimes, and someone had like started following me, but like someone from Toronto, and they were like yeah, they were like post-op male to female. But the real point is that their profile was like super aggressively like, hey, I don't fuck with you if you don't fuck with this. I hate capitalism, police. I prefer to only talk to trans people. I'm not gonna talk to you if you're straight, blah blah blah. And like that, I don't have any problem with that profile. It's like it's FetLife, it's weird, whatever. Why is she following me? That's the problem. That's the question. I guess that's the thing. Like, I don't know. Does that count? Is the trick? I don't. I know it counts like out of context, but in the context of FetLife, it's like everybody has to be into some weird rope shit. They've got like I this is a wacky ass generalization, but like what I mean is they're so well categorized with their labels and their roles and everything. And I get in there and I'm like, what do you? I don't get it. I don't know what you guys are into. Whoop whoop! It's the sound of the police. It's a jizz fetish, a fetish. I mean, yeah, it's just like I don't think I find a lot of purpose, or I don't think I find a lot of purchase in that community because they are not. They're into something like way more specific, which is weird. What? What? Wait. Where's this? Oh, you're telling me I need to message that lady and say I love the Jordan Peterson live streams. That's a fucking I don't I know very little about Jordan Peterson. What I know about him is sort of from the back and forth of like the two sides on this, where I have like one person will like post his shit like, oh, so smart. And then one person will post his shit and be like, what an idiot. And I guess if you can read it both ways, that's something. But like I legit don't know who this guy like I know he is. I know he's a professor. I know that he sounds like Kermit the Frog. I know that he's like controversial and his voice. The thing is, his like whatever his big controversial statements are, they're so buried in these massive, weird, informal lectures that like again, speaking of finding no purchase, I just got nothing for you on that one. There's a thing I think maybe it's permeating society. I'm not sure, but it's like it's like there's so much knowledge. I don't want to say it like this. There's so much knowledge in the world, and some of it is like contradictory. Like, don't worry about it. His book is interesting, and he's really passionate about people being better about themselves. Though ridiculously long, it's ridiculous long. Just bringing up to start shit because it's so funny to me. Yeah, like I feel everybody's talking and everybody's trying to say things are one way or another, alternative facts or something. We grow up and we learn knowledge, and then we learn exceptions and knowledge beyond that previous knowledge, and maybe we get contradictions and stuff, and then our knowledge changes and we sort of reform our knowledge. And I think it's very easy to look at all the chaotic contradictions of the world and say, well, I'm just going to hold to this one view. I'm going to stick to this one truth. And if I hold this one truth, it's like when you obsess over a number and you see it everywhere. If you hold on to that one truth, you can, as long as you're good enough at arguing, you can argue that truth to supersede everything else in reality. And you can just apply that perspective and be like, I'm right every time. It could be like, it could be like, you could cling to a religious view, like a view on karma or something. You could have one specific thing that's supposed to make it all make sense for you. But that's such a cop-out. The fact is that, the whole thing makes life or intelligence so difficult for people to parse is that it's nuanced by nature. And the solution is not to just like take part of the equation and try to wipe out every other part of the equation with it. The fact is to see the bigger picture and notice, okay, let's see. This stuff happened. Okay. Okay, I'm on my real account now. Yep, Lil Boof's real account. Hey, whoever you are. Hey, me. Hello, me. You're right. Fact is, your mom got too many coats and you can't even use your own closet. I mean, the fact is, my parents have too much of everything. This is the whole issue of their generation is it's like even the ones that aren't hoarders are basically hoarders. It's fucked up. That's why that Marie Kondo is so popular with certain people. And I don't even know. Orange juice, drink, goblin abuse. Okay, that's why I don't like arguing a lot. When someone's mind is set and you can tell they have zero capacity for opening to another mindset, like where do you keep pushing it and where do you give up? Goblin abuse. Are you saying it's goblin abuse that I don't have room in my closet? Because I mean, there is room in that closet, and if I had stuff to put up there, I would. But like, I don't. I don't. That's it. I do pay rent. It's true. I don't know. I pay rent. I'll tell you one thing. So I had a busted ass chair that had like pins that come out of the armrest, and I hurt my hands. And I finally just like tossed that chair and went down to the basement and got this big ass leather chair. This is just lying around. Speaking of things you have too much of, fucking chairs. Oh man. So pissed at a lack of room. Yeah. I gotta clear out some of this stuff. I'm gonna need more space for these models when I'm done. These guys are basically done. I don't even know if it's the issue. I don't know if it's the issue is that their mind just briefly touching back on the how we as a society create a dialogue around knowledge and truth. I mean the truth is, like, dumb as it is, the whole alternative facts meme makes us relatively topical. There's a similar idea in the book Snow Crash where it posits that, like, in our earliest days as a civilization, as a species, when we began to codify knowledge, that was like a big deal for us. We initially, before the written language, we would have been an irrational society in that knowledge was passed from person to person, and it could change. The person passing the knowledge could change that knowledge by lying or embellishing or whatever. And once you codify not just language but law and your understanding of the world around you, so these are things that the Sumerians and the Babylonians brought into being, all these ancient civilizations. Once they had things like a written code of law, that you could comparatively say was the rational age. That is the point when we came into our own as a civilization and said, okay, certain things are objectively true, and we can have everyone know that by having it written down, and people won't be able to change that. We're now in a kind of, and this is again a Snow Crash thing, is we're like, we have entered the post-rational age. We're in the age where shit is written down and people just write down other stuff. It's Wikipedia. It's fake news. It's alternative facts. Like, again, this is all topical because I think we are at kind of like a water. I hate saying shit like that. I hate saying we're at a high water mark in our society. People, like, that's just hyperbole to get your attention to your argument. But I do think that it's, I guess, just something we're more aware of now is, like, with the idea that some people treat some facts as more privileged over others. I think I think it's not so much an issue as people have their minds already set, but people walk into, like, you can be trying to educate someone and they will like be operating on their own terms that sort of negate certain things you will tell them because they privilege this one perspective higher than any others because that's how they get through modern life. That's yeah. I don't know. It's fucked up. Snow crash dope. Put coats in the basement? Yeah, I could do that. I mean, the fact is, like, the being here isn't really making much difference anyway, so it's not anybody uses these coats. They're just basically in storage. So yeah, it could be a basement storage or a room storage. I sort of dropped the models to just sort of chat because that kind of felt like a better stream at the time. But also, I feel like I'm going to regret saying this, but I feel like I've got my layers done. Man, there's that. What genre is Billy Talent? Wait. When did you ask me that? What genre is Billy Talent? Alternative rock? Oh, sorry. But like I don't know, punk? That's really funny though. I guess it's also like I definitely sometimes the stream is on, but I'll like hit mute so I can watch something else or listen to something else. Yeah, I think you've got it. But yeah, so it might be that I was there and I just couldn't hear you because of my own troubles. You know, I like Billy Talent a lot. I just want to say, I think they're actually pretty good musicians. They're Canadian Rage Against the Machine Corps. I don't see that. I don't see any of the cool kind of post-industrial soundscape of Rage Against the Machine in their music. But I'm sure Brad is just trolling me. Brad's just trolling. But you know, he's the real truth master here because he works in Canadian music or something and we don't. He's gonna fucking change the genres on us when we're not looking. How was it? Were they cool? Were they dicks? I hope they weren't dicks. I think like their guitar riffs are really the riffs that they built their songs around tend to be a cut above, in my opinion. Their lyrics, sometimes I like their lyrics, but other times their lyrics are like a case study in what happens when like fitting a rhyme scheme can destroy your song. You think their riffs are dickish? Brutal. Nicest motherfuckers alive. That's cool. That's cool to hear. I'd like to have a chat with them. Their riffs are dickish. What does that even mean? No, I like their riffs. I think that like some of their lyrics are good, but some lyrics like in Try Honesty when he says, "I scratched my knees, they bled." That's real bad, my man.
The phone booths are almost sold out.
Oh shit! Yeah. So what do we do?
I don't know. I'm gonna email Mom and ask if I can use your credit card.
Okay. Mountain Goats is almost sold out. Fuck. So Yeah, go to a small meeting where you're gonna change Billy Talent's genre on us. Yeah, I guess you did tell me back in the day. Back in the day when this all started, like a week ago. So we got a hat. This man's hat seems pretty well layered, if you ask me. See under the brim. Apparently, my sister's buying the tickets online, or trying to, so we're gonna do that. But I mean, I bought my Children of Bodom ticket in person, so you can't control me. Oh shit. Whatever. I'm just not feeling it. Blech. Something just like fell on my leg, and I'm not sure what it was. Oh man. Okay, I said I thought I was done. I'm not. Gotta get back on this. Oh man. That'd be another good thing is getting more Necropanda Machina done. Something I miss. I miss the collaborative music process. I guess, it's something that hangs on from like high school bands and stuff, It's like that sense that you were all together, you were all brainstorming towards the same end and, riffing on each other. I'm still so like Billy Talent's riffs are dickish. I'm so perplexed by that statement. Oh. Heck! Getting white paint on my thumb. Yeah. Now I'm thinking of Billy Talent. Accept my possession. No, whoops. Screwed that one up good right off the bat. Accept my confession. I'm walking on pins and needles. You're not my possession. I'm walking on pins and needles. On a lonely street. No one there for me. And is it worth the pain? Always take the blame for all my own insecurities. How did I ever let you go? Apparently, we've got 3 viewers. I don't know who that third is. Maybe it's just Jess's previous account. I'm not sure. Need more friends with wings. All the angels I know put concrete in my veins. I'd always walk home alone. So I became lifeless just like my telephone. There's nothing to lose when no one knows your name. There's nothing to gain, but the days don't seem to change. There's nothing to lose, my notebook will explain. There's nothing to lose, and I can't fight the pain. Real trick about that. My notebook won't explain. It'll just be a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons gibberish, and the cops are gonna be like, "Oh, I think we got a clue." No, got a clue to the Dragon's Den. Mwah. That'd be cool if Neft was lurking. My boy Neft, my boy Horticulus, my boy Horticulus. Shit's ridiculous. Yeah, I am planning on getting a computer. It's another reason why I'm gonna need to clear some damn space on this desk. I am hoping to get a computer so that I can. Basically, it's just like it used to be. I could do most of my shit on my Chromebook, and then I would sometimes go down and use my dad's computer to like play a good game or something. But now I'm using his computer a lot more, and I'm like, yeah, I should just get my own. I don't know. Kind of comes and goes in phases, fact is, but hello, people from your stream. That'd be good, I guess. From Stream Symbiosis, Lil Boofs, and T Lando. Should I rebrand? Oh shit, the rebranding 2018. Oh shit, it's not 2018, it's 2019. I'm not good at this. Exactly. That's cool that Mountain Goats is just like blowing up here in Ottawa. Wonder if they saw that coming. Maybe they knew. Oh man. So that new Aesop Rock album has this great song on it called Churro, which is it's one of his sort of storytelling raps where he tells the tale of they had one of those webcam live streams on a pair of nesting bald eagles in Pittsburgh. Then one day that webcam caught those eagles eating a cat. That's what the song's about. It's about
Sometimes in our wonder at the glory of nature, we forget that nature's pretty fucked up most of the time. Or maybe that's just our hangups. Maybe nature's not fucked up. Maybe we're fucked up. Whoa, leave you thinking about some shit. Leave you thinking about some shit up in here. I think I'm going to go ahead now, move on from the light tan that we've been applying onto some black for the boots, because that's one detail I can get across all these guys pretty easily, is the black of their boots. Don't shoot till you see the black of their boots. Pretty glad to have a smoke after this too. Oh. All right, going for about an hour. Now we're on boot duty. Boot duty! Booty duty! Boot duty, aka booty. Male nudity, aka nudity. Yeah, I guess singing is a pretty easy way to fill there. Fill the air with your song. Can't you see what you have brought here? Bloody battles will be fought here. May the mountains rise against you. May the forest block your path. May your axes chip and shatter, and know it is my wrath. I will mount your heads on bloody spears outside your palace gates. Watch as crows peck out your eyes, and your cities are laid to waste. Can't you see what you have brought here? Curse on you and all your kin. Bloody battles will be fought here. Wait your doom at empire's end. May the rivers rush to drown you and the earth swallow your hosts. May the winter wolves surround you and rip the life from your throat. Bow now, bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Bow bow bow. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by Providence, impoverished and squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar? $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by being a lot smarter, by working a lot harder, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter. does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we got a secret weapon. An immigrant you know and love who's unafraid to step it. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchmen. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman, Lafayette. Taking his horse by the rein, making red coats wear with blood stains, Lafayette. Never gonna stop until the drum. Weapons got all the remains, Lafayette. Watch me raging, I'm escaping, I'm out. Lafayette, Lafayette. Guns and ships, and so the balance shifts. We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts. We can end this war at Yorktown if we cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there's someone else we need. I know, Hamilton. So he knows what to do in the trench and to do it if we're fluent in French. I mean Hamilton. So we're gonna have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do on the bench? I mean Hamilton. No one has more resilience or matches my practical, tactical brilliance. Hamilton, Hamilton. You want to fight for your land back? You need your right-hand man back. Hamilton, 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 Alexander Hamilton. Troops are waiting in the field for you. If you join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton. I have soldiers that will yield for you. If we manage to get this right, they'll surrender, but early lie in the world will never be the same, Alexander. My brother's name is Alexander. Oh, bye, Jess. Wonder, maybe it's really his story. You know, maybe I'll go all my life thinking I got some great destiny. No. And then the time will come and I'll step up to the challenge only to fail so that I can inspire my brother to take up the torch where I had fallen. Some people just have that role, you know? It's crazy. Think about it, you know, Alexander Hamilton gets the name founding father, but people who really gave it all up for the American Revolution were those guys standing in the front lines who are going to take the musket balls first, and they're basically just walking into a field to get shot to death. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. World War I, you don't even get to walk into the field. You just sit there, shivering. Seen it. I didn't see it firsthand. I went to the place. Just getting swole. Gym time, gym time. Just getting swole. Gym time, gym time. Gym time for Jess. I was listening to Mabim Bam the other day and kept fucking referring to the penis as your Jim Jam. It's just weird for me because when I was a kid here in Ottawa, there was like a children's play center called Jim Jam. I don't think that's what that is, guys. I don't think they do that. It's fucked up. Daddy's back. Daddy's back. Brad and his deep voice. His ability to create a deeper, high voice. So talented, that Brad. Such a fool, this Tig Tone. I can see him now. Come on and slam. And welcome to the Jim Jam. Come on and slam. I guess the real thing I remember about it is that then in later life, I started going to tailgaters all the time with Scott Cooley and Alex, and that was like in the same building. I think, man, they might have actually hollowed out that part of the structure and just made part of the bar there or something, for all I know. But it's weird. Becomes a place of recreation in both ages, I suppose. Wonder if I was the specific generation that benefited from that. And you know, it was the real. Yeah, I am enjoying Tig Tone. I have enjoyed Tig Tone. Yeah, it's. I think that I would have fallen off a bit, except that I like the sidekick character Helpy a lot. And so when bad things happen to Helpy, it actually invests me in the drama quite genuinely. Because I want Helpy to be okay. And so yeah, that's helped give the show some life, which I think it might have gotten a bit samey after a while otherwise. Jim Jam, that's they're the big competitor for Cosmic Adventures. I remember there's that old video game Cosmic Adventures, or Cosmos Adventure. I don't know Tom Limer, but Alex, the last I heard about Alex was he started working at the same restaurant where my brother was working, Big Rigs, and he was still like, so basically he started like when he got the job, he was like, "Oh, I'm friends with someone who works here," and he was talking about Alex, my brother, who he had not spoken to in like years and years and years. But like my brother's like, whatever. He comes and works there. He worked for like a certain number of weeks, and the whole time was just like shit talking the place. And then on his way out, was like, "Oh, I'm going to work at this vegan place in Canada," and then he was trying to like get people from Big Rigs to go with him over to this vegan place in Canada, which the real thing about that is like I cannot imagine Alex tolerating the kind of clientele that a vegan restaurant in Canada would service. But yeah, that's the last I got on him. He just sort of, he was working with my brother for a little while, sort of popped back on the radar, and then disappeared again. He only really appears in my dreams, truth be told. I was thinking about that recently because I am very much affected by these lucid dreams that I'm having all the time, and these vivid dreams that I have often. And it's interesting. There are certain people that appear in my dreams, and I feel like there's others who just like, when I think about it, I'm like, I never really saw them in a dream. I wonder why. Some of it I think is like obvious, like my ex. I think it's that'd be pretty standard to see your ex in a dream, but yeah, I don't know. What have I seen lately, dream wise? Man, I've seen like some really weird concerts that happen like sort of in the middle of the pit. I know there's shows like that, but like, yeah, I keep so there's this Dream City that sort of is consistent throughout my dreams, and in the sort of commercial entertainment district of that, where I like to go, in the part of my dream where I am choosing where I want to go freely. There's like a sex club, and there's which is more just like a source of frustration in the dream because you're always sort of like waiting for the next thing. It's hard to explain. It's like I'll meet up with someone there, and it's like, oh, cool, but then like they'll go to the next room, and I'm sort of like I lose them. Screw all that. I get more validation out of the comic book and record store on that street. And I guess, so I'm always like picking up vinyls there, which is funny because in no life do I have a vinyl player, but I'm always getting these like crazy records like, yeah, Skeleton Witch, I got it. High on Fire, yeah. And it's like that provides me some great joy, materialistic joy within the dream. That I think like by way of some, probably because I bought a ticket at Vertigo recently, and like so I think there's been some association of like maybe I get tickets at that record store or something. But like I've definitely had a few dreams recently where I was like at crazy shows and a lot of stuff was going on. Which again, the dream logic kind of makes this like all kind of difficult, like the chaos makes it difficult to manage or to navigate. But yeah, I had a dream. I was like in this crazy like royal court. I was like, oh man. There were these statues, these crazy like real looking statues that had like things written on their chest. So there was like a statue of fear, and it had like wings and like blood coming out of its mouth and stuff. Just like these cool royal vampire ass looking statues. There's this sort of hook that I keep getting drawn into that's kind of like a Deus Ex type of technological. It's like I have to sneak into like a high-tech facility, and I find some crazy thing going on in there. I like I know that one time I went in there, and when I thought I had like found the secret project or whatever, it actually like I ended up getting like automatically put into like a bed where they were like surgically reconstructing me, like some nano-og shit. There's generally a sense that it's like connected to some Deus Ex shit. So it's like I don't know, something about augmentation or whatever, something about AIs maybe. But I mean, there's also the issue that like I have vivid dreams wherein I am suicidal within the dream, and that is not like just like carrying over from something in the day. Like I went to sleep feeling bad. I like suddenly in the dream I'm like super just like that is my goal, and I'm like fighting with everybody who's trying to keep me alive. And then when I wake up, I have to sort of like snap myself out of it. Like, no, you were okay. That dream that came out of nowhere. So it's like I'll wake up feeling really upset as if I was suicidal, and then I have to remind myself, like, no, that was just the dream. It's fucking weird, man. Anyways, I done boots and I done tan stuff, so I'm probably gonna wrap this stream up for the now. So just to show, this is our first guy that we were working on last time. Got him in black boots, and we've just done up his light tan clothing a bit more. And hopefully we've got our layering done for that one. Hopefully. I may discover that it's not done later, but we'll see. Similarly, another guy that we were touching up and that we put the black boots on. I guess by way of explaining, these are all like sort of 80s era, like sort of Afghanistan deployed Soviet soldiers, special forces. So they have all got AK-74s. This guy has the grenade launcher attachment under the underslung grenade launcher. The guy that I started with, I'm actually a bit unsure on this. What it looks like is he just has an AK-74 with like a super fucking long barrel, but I think that's actually supposed to be like, shit, you know what? I think I forgot. I think it's an RPK. I think. I hope it's an RPK because it looks like I've got the RPK ammo thing on him. Anyways, apart from that, we've got this guy who we just did his hat today and his boots. This guy has the Dragunov SVD and is a sniper of some kind. And finally, we have the squad leader who is just got his AK-74, and we've painted his boots black because we just sort of started on that guy. So, hopefully you enjoyed my musing and my painting and whatnot. Thanks to everybody who came out for the stream, like Brad and Jess. Shout out to Jess at the gym. Shout out to Brad at the working place. I think I just realized the thing that fell on my leg earlier and I couldn't tell what it was. It's a see-through cover for this paintbrush. Glory. And yeah, if the sunlight keeps up like this, maybe I'll be doing the same thing again tomorrow or some such.